Welcome everyone, my name is Navin, and today I'm doing something different on this channel. I'm going to be reviewing psychological horror games of 2020-21 as of this month, the releases that have been since 2020, which were done by big studios, I guess, but other smaller studio games too. Some of those games I've played personally, some of those games I've just watched as a playthrough from another channel. But overall, I made the tier list and we'll be going over the games which I am going to be reviewing and putting them on the tier list. First, let's start from the bottom, the F tier list, the F category. Today's My Birthday was released by Creativo Games. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Today is my birthday, it was not a good game. I want to say that game had some issues, some trouble with puzzles, and overall the clowns and that psychological part of it was forgotten, and it was more of a scary jump scare, creepy atmosphere vibe to it rather than psychological. So that's why it's on F category. The other one is Remothered Broken Porcelain by Stormind Games. Some of you might know that Remothered was a game which was released a long time ago, and this is the second part for that game, Broken Porcelain. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Again, excuse me for that. And this game had lots of bugs. I would say I watched this game actually. I did not play this game, and it had so many bugs. And the AI was very, very bugged. And it was difficult to concentrate on the main story, and it was twisted so much, not in a bad way, but it was twisted so much that the original idea and the psychological aspect of it was lost in the middle, and the ending was not my cup of tea, let's say that. Let's move on to the E tier. Made of Sker was made by Wales Interactive. Made of Sker was an original game. I love the idea of music being involved, and overall atmosphere was real good, but that psychological part of it, as I didn't play this game, as I saw was missing. It didn't affect me as much as it could have, and the last part dragged a bit, but overall it was not a bad game, so that's why I put it in the E category. Another one is Paranormal HQ. Not HQ, excuse me, HK by Ghost Pie Studio. I hope I'm pronouncing this right too. The game was, let's say, more jump scare, more creepy atmosphere rather than psychological. And again, if any of you watching right now are saying that, well, this person is crazy because those games are really good and so on and so on, of course, we don't agree. I have my own opinion, and this is very subjective. I just took one simple criteria, which was the psychological aspect, and chose the games which tried to implement that psychological aspect in their story, in their mechanics, in their gameplay overall, and that's how I am reviewing those games, by that category. So if you have any comments you want to share, maybe some of my choices were not that great, you can comment below, dislike the opinion that I have, or maybe you agree with me. I don't know. I think I should have said that in the end of the video, but I will repeat myself again. Now the D tier. D tier, I chose Visage and Amnesia Rebirth. Now, those two games were hyped a lot. Visage was initially released in 2018 by Set Square Studio, and Amnesia Rebirth was released by Frictional Games. Frictional Games have been known for making amazing games, and Amnesia: The Dark Descent, their different games throughout the horror history. And I would agree that Amnesia Rebirth was not what I expected it to be. I watched this game being played by someone else, and every detail was not every detail. Let's say every detail was interesting, but again, the psychological aspect was not that interesting. To say about Visage, Visage was trying to be something that it didn't come out to be, and it was trying to be more Silent Hill, and in the end I was very disappointed. But overall, those two are both good games, I would say. In the C category, we have Someday You Will Return by CBE Software. This game I accidentally found. I played this game personally. I enjoyed it very much, but again, there was a lack of some aspects of psychological horror, but in the end it delivered and it was a good game. The other one is, let's move on to Medium. Yeah, the Medium was released by Blobber Team. By the way, Blobber Team is working now with the Silent Hill original creators to make another Silent Hill game, which some people are very concerned about because the Blobber Team's Medium game was not that good. I personally put it in a C tier because I thought that game was brilliant, and all the things that were put in that game was really amazing, and I enjoyed it very much. The other game I would put in the C tier is Murder House by Puppet Combo. I just can't say enough about Puppet Combo because their games are just amazing. But as always, there's some lack of that psychological part in the game or games, and yeah, some of their games, let's say, aren't really they're not easy to understand, but they're good games. Now this one I put it in a C tier, and I know lots of people will say and will get angry at me. So the Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope. I love Little Hope. It was amazing. It was really great. The ending was, I think, one of the best, and you probably would not agree with me on that, so it's okay. On the B tier, I have Little Nightmares 2, released by Tarsier Studios, Supermassive Games, The Convenience Store by Chilla's Art, and My Beautiful Paper Smile by 2 Star Games. Those games were also perfect. Little Nightmares 2 delivered real hard. And Convenience Store and My Beautiful Paper Smile was so much emotional and so interesting, and The Convenience Store, as always, by Chilla's Art, great game. And finally, the winner, let's say not the winner, but the best psychological horror game, in my opinion, is At Dead of Night, which was released by Tim Follin, Baggy Cat Limited. This was truly an amazing game. I loved this game. It had that unique psychological aspect to it, the FMV, the gameplay, the unique style, story, everything. I love this game very much. So this is my tier list. You can look. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you agree with me, please leave a comment down below. If you disagree with me, again, please leave a comment down below. Thank you very much and have a good day.